What up, peeps and peepettes? MorbTron back today with more Ark Survival Evolved Eternal Fear on the Crystal Isles map. And I just want to thank you all so very much for all your support on prior episodes. If you like this one, do not forget, do whatever you want to that like button. Punch it, kick it, tickle it, kick it, kiss it, whatever you want to do. I don't care, just do it. And do not forget to subscribe if you want to see more daily content. So today, I messed up. Actually, I messed up a couple days ago. So I originally recorded this episode that you guys are watching now 3 days early. And that was just to, I don't know, I just had a bunch of time, so I was like, I'm going to record a bunch of stuff because I feel like it. And I was in like a record happy mood, right? Well, apparently after I was in a record happy mood, I was in a delete happy mood. So I rendered the video and I got it all ready for YouTube, and then I just deleted it. Accidentally. So when I recorded the video that you guys are going to see tomorrow, which is before this one because time travel, and I didn't realize I deleted it until I tried to upload it. Pay no attention to the yellow armor. That'll be in tomorrow's episode. But, yeah, anywho, so today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over the best way if you're using this mod pack to organize your crafting area. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put another link in the description down below that has our entire mod pack on it. There's a total of 38 mods, and granted some of them are redundant, but some people like certain mods more than others, so there are built-in redundancies. And I just noticed that that is sticking outside the wall a little bit. That is unfortunate. Yeah, so today you'll notice I have a bunch of these vaults. Bunch of these vaults here that do stuff, right? They do stuff. They do cool stuff, and that's what I'm going to go over today. And also the vacuum sorter here as well. So basically the way that this is set up, I'll give you a quick overview and then I'm going to explain how it all works. Let's go get some metal ingots. Let's get 6 metal ingots. Let's get some flint. Let's get some crystal. Let's get some hide. And just for flavor, let's get some chitin. So, what this vacuum sorter does is it takes items off of your dinos in a couple different ways and organizes them into storage containers within its sort range. There's 2 ways that it can do that. You can go up to the vacuum sorter here on your dino and attack the vacuum sorter, or you can do one of these and you can turn the vacuum bubble on. And then any dino that passes through the vacuum bubble will have all of its inventory taken off of it and put into the vacuum sorter, and the vacuum sorter will sort it from there. I, however, do not like the bubble showing because it's an FPS drop because of the pulsy tech-looking type shield animation that it takes. So what I do is just this. So let's put all this stuff on here, and you notice I'm going to leave the meat in his inventory. Mr. Stabby's going to keep his food. We're going to walk over here, and we're going to go, yeah, we're going to hit that, and you'll see took all the stuff out of his inventory, and then there's a bunch of swirly stuff. Bam. And basically what that did, there should be some narcotic in here, because I haven't set up narcotic yet to go into anywhere. And we'll do that here in a second. That's why I'm going to take 2 of it to prove to you how to do it. So yeah, we have the vacuum sorter there. and it sorts into these over here because I have its sort range on large, and it develops a quite large area. And the way that it knows where to sort things into, you'll see here the name of this OCD vault is fiber-sort. So anytime that fiber gets taken off one of my dinos and put onto the vacuum sorter, the vacuum sorter puts it in fiber-sort. And same thing goes for thatch-sort and stone-sort and all that stuff. Where it gets tricky is where I have multiple items. So you'll see keratin-sort here has a bunch of stuff in it. It has human hair, it has silica pearls, it has black pearls. It's also going to have narcotics in it. So now I'm going to rename the vault to keratin-sort. And now anytime that any keratin, black pearls, silica pearls, human hair, angler gel, pelt, or sap, or silk gets put on a dino and then sorted by the vacuum sorter, will get put into keratin-sort. And then I have that same thing set up here for obsidian-sort. It has obsidian, cementing paste, sand, all this stuff you see in there. There are two that I don't have a dash sort, and that is for gear and building bits. So any spare bits I have left over after building. And then you'll see over here I have a raw metal vault that is of course empty. And you see I have some raw metal in there, and I have no metal in there, because I'm actually going to do a comparison as well between the bulk forge and the automated arc industrial forge, because I'm not sure which is better. We're going to find out. Yeah, so we have all this stuff. Let's go put it on Mr. Stabby. Let's go melee. And there we go, it's sorted. We'll just make sure. Yep, all the stuff is gone. And it should all be in here. Yep, all the rest of the narcotic came in there. All the rest of these stacks are the same amount that they had. All good to go. Another way that I have my storage system sorting is these OCD vaults can also pull things on their own. So my metal storage, my metal ingot dash sort vault not only gets things sorted to it from the vacuum sorter, but also pulls metal ingots from the industrial forge, the bulk forge, and the grinder. So every 5 minutes it does a pulse, and it pulls any metal ingots from those three things. And the way you do that is you hold E, pull up the radial menu. You can hit, so there's a disable pulling here now, and then we'll re-enable pulling. Just so you can kind of see what that looks like. But select storage to pull from, and then here's all the storage, all the crafting benches within the pull area of this vault. So you see here it's got the bulk forge there, it's got the S Plus industrial grinder, and I think I need to set up the automated arc industrial forge. And then you hit confirm and close. And so now it's going to pull metal ingots every 5 minutes from the industrial forge, the bulk forge, and the grinder. So, and actually all of these vaults are pulling from the grinder. So I can just go into the grinder when I'm done adventuring for the day, put in some armor that I want to grind up, or some saddles or weaponry or anything like that, and I can just hit grind all. And then I don't have to transfer anything. I'm done. In about 5 minutes, all that stuff will be out of this inventory and put into the storage. So, and what I can actually do is I think I'm going to put another vacuum sorter right here-ish. And the reason for that is when I'm done crafting, you'll see here I have some thatch left over there. I don't have anything left over in the primal smithy. All this stuff I want to keep in there because that's mod specific. But I think I've got some silica pearls. Should. Maybe they got pulled already. From there. So instead of, like, if I have any extra stuff, having to manually sort it out, what I can do now is I can just take it, run outside, put it in there manually, hit sort, and it'll be good to go. But what I can do is I can actually make another one. So, vacuum, sorter, I need 60 polymer, 60 electronics, 60 crystal, and 100 metal. We're going to go pull resources. 60 cementing paste. And just be forewarned here, some of the numbers of materials you're going to be seeing when I'm pulling these resources are from the episode you're going to be seeing tomorrow. And you'll see how I gathered this many resources in 5 minutes time. So you'll see here I have 685,054 cementing paste. So I gathered 60 cementing paste. I need 60 electronics. I also need 60 crystal. And I need 100 metal ingots. Now the metal ingots, this is the part where you're going to go, holy crap, how did you get this stuff in 5 minutes? 1,326,983 metal ingots farmed up in 5 minutes. You'll see that in tomorrow's episode, folks. You will see that in tomorrow's episode. So I'm gonna, let's see, I didn't pull the electronics, because why would I? Let's see here. Electronics. 60 of those deals. And vacuum. What am I missing? Polymer. I didn't need cementing paste, I needed polymer. No, I don't want to read the patch notes. So we're gonna search for organic polymer. Because who needs regular polymer when you have the organic stuff? Take 60 of that. Done. And we're going to search for the vacuum sorter now. There we can actually make it. And now we can just put it down just like right here. Not a big deal. And now we don't have to set this all back up because all the setup comes from the storage containers having the dash sort. So I'm going to take the thatch out of here. I'm going to put the cementing paste and the thatch back in there, and I'm going to hit sort, and the items are gone. They're back in their storage containers. It's amazing. It's like the best collaboration of mods ever. Yeah, so now we're going to take a look and see which one of these is best. So, right from the get-go, the bulk forge does require wood to burn. So we're just going to put 100 wood in there, because it does burn it rather slowly. And then another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to this metal ingot vault, and I'm going to disable pulling for the time being. And we're going to take all of this metal, and we're going to put it all in there. Because with 1.3 million metal ingots, I don't really need this. what we're going to do is we're going to go here and we're going to go metal. And we're going to put 1,000 metal in that. And we're going to put 1,000 metal in that. And we're going to see how fast this works. So light, fire, light, fire. That's pretty quick, 5 at a time. That does 20. Well, it looks like right away, this is actually going to be a lot quicker. A lot quicker. Now granted, the automated arc industrial forge is a heck of a lot more expensive than the bulk forge and takes up a lot more room, but it doesn't require a fuel other than electricity. And I'll kind of show you how much it takes to craft here. This industrial forge takes just as much as the vanilla forge takes. 2,500 metal ingots, 250 crystal, 600 cementing paste, and 400 polymer. So really not the best thing to get you off the ground. And honestly, the difference between these two, if you have the time to wait, having, you know, 3 or 4 bulk forges is going to be just as fast as one of these, and it's going to be a lot cheaper. But if you're going for looks, if you want something that looks like the regular industrial forge except not monstrous, the automated arc industrial forge is winner winner chicken dinner. Another thing the automated arc forge will do is it will automatically pull raw metal off of dinos within its pull range if you set it up that way. I can show that here in a second as well. But you'll see the bulk forge takes 250 stone, 200 flint, 100 cementing paste, and 100 wood. The quickest, the most difficult resource there for someone that's just starting out in a server is obviously the cementing paste. But if you can find a beaver dam or two, you know, you're golden. But yeah, this industrial forge is way faster than the bulk forge. So now let's see, we should have somewhere to show the pull range. So the pull range for pulling metal off of a dino is within this area. It's a fairly large area too. So it's just another way to automate the system. So I could take Mr. Stabby out, go farm some metal. I don't need to, because I have 1.3 million metal ingots. But if I wanted to, I could just go farm metal in Mr. Stabby, park him in the pull range. It would automatically pull the raw metal into the forge, which I can leave running at all times because it runs off electricity. And then automatically, this here metal ingot vault would pull the metal from the forge. Only the cooked metal, though. But the way that I have it set up now is I would be done farming metal on Mr. Stabby. I would hit the vacuum sorter, and it would put all of the raw metal into the raw metal vault. Which, honestly, I'm just going to keep all this metal raw, because I have 1.3 million metal ingots, and I don't need any more. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to re-enable pulling. We're going to go back over here. You see how inventory in this is blank? I didn't take this stuff out of here. No one else snuck in here and took it. It all got automatically sorted by my automatic sortie deals. Right now we're going to disable pulling. We're going to hide the pull range because I don't have it set up that way. I don't need it set up that way. I don't want it set up that way. We're just going to do a quick demonstration. And I know that this episode is shorter than what you guys are used to on my channel. However, On the episode that I accidentally deleted, I did have a comparison of all of the grinders as well, because we have 3 types of grinders in this mod pack. We have the vanilla asset, we have the S Plus industrial grinder, and we have the automated arc grinder. The vanilla grinder, being a vanilla asset, is not comparable to either the S Plus grinder or the automated arc grinder. The only benefit that the automated arc grinder has over the vanilla asset is that it is much, much smaller and runs off electricity only. The S Plus grinder, you can switch it to gas if you want to. It is smaller than the vanilla asset, although it uses the entire vanilla asset model. However, the biggest thing for me is that it has this grind all button. So I can put in a ton of stuff, hit the grind all button, and walk away. I don't have to sit here and click on an item, hit grind. Click on the next item, hit grind. That's so tedious. Not only that, but you can grind raw meat and raw fish meat into spoiled meat. You can grind 25 raw meat into prime meat, and you can grind 25 raw fish meat into raw prime fish meat. You can also make cactus sap with tree sap, clay with sand and cactus sap, sulfur with any type of poop, silk out of angler gel and fiber, sand out of stone, salt out of blood packs, preserving salt out of raw salt and sulfur, and propellant out of sulfur, cactus sap, and oil. And the reason that you would need to do any of this on a vanilla server that has S Plus on it is if you're using the S Plus item collector, which collects poop and eggs and things like that, which I actually do highlight in my vanilla-ish series. So yeah, it's super, super amazing. We're going to take Mr. Stabby, and we're going to go farm some crystal. Because the only thing that I'm not able to farm millions of within minutes with the method that you'll be seeing tomorrow on this channel is crystal. There's other things like silica pearls and other items that you don't really need as often when you're building a base that you also don't get from that method, but you do get a ton of organic polymer, cementing paste, metal, hide, wood, all of the major stuff. You just get tons of. So I even got a fair amount of obsidian. And a ton of narcotic as well. That is also a thing. But we got a fair amount of crystal just from wandering around near the base. We got, granted some of that is mod stuff, but regular crystal, it looks like we got, about 13,600 or so, it looks like. Let's head back to the base. There's another little node right in front of the gate. Just chop that up real quick. We're going to come right over here. We're going to go bam. Oh, I actually did damage to it there. With the tool equipped. Okay, so don't hit the vacuum sorter when you have a tool equipped. And you'll see all of these here are still in my inventory, and that's because I don't have these set up to be pulled, because there are a modded they're a mod resource that I don't want to be sorted into any storage container. So I actually just want to put them in here, but since I have so much, the only thing I'm going to be keeping is the pure. Everything else is just going to get dumpstered. So, and then all of that crystal is now in here. So, hooray. Hooray for automation of inventory management. So the 3 mods that I am using in conjunction with each other for this are Automated Arc, Structures Plus, and Vacuum Sorter. those are the 3 mods at work here. Also, this bulk forge comes from the bulk crafters mod, which you don't really need, but since this bulk forge was showcased, and I made mention of the bulk grinder, I'm sorry, no, the bulk grinder is actually over here. I messed up. The bulk grinder is right here. This is just a regular mortar and pestle. That's why I have this chemistry bench here. And this isn't actually a grinder. It crafts things. You make flamethrower ammo, and it makes repellent and a bunch of other stuff. So, like that. Yeah. We're actually going to take the spark powder. We're going to put it in here. And we're going to sort it. Goodbye, spark powder. You are now in chest. But guys, that is going to be it for the day. So I know it's a little bit shorter than my episodes usually are. But please understand that I deleted the original. And things just went smoother the second time around. So be sure to tune in tomorrow where I'll show off this fancy yellow armor that I got. There's also a very large tame that you don't see here because I'm hiding it. Haha, you guys can't see it. And you'll see how I got 1.3 million metal ingots in 5 minutes. But guys, tune in tomorrow like I said. But if you like this episode, please hit that like button for me. If you're new to the channel, you want to see more daily content, please subscribe. If you have anything to say, do it in the comment section down below. Do not forget to have a good day, everybody. And I will catch you all next time.